Good day. I am Say. I am a social studies teacher currently pursuing my master's degree, and I have been a practitioner of the occult and witchcraft for 12 years. And now, this is a sacred space where you will learn ancient knowledge that can help you empower yourself, reconnect with your essence, and discover the path where you truly belong. For today's occult lecture, I'm going to discuss the difference between invocation and evocation. This lecture presents the topic from different occultist perspective. Rest assured that this knowledge is not based on delusions or from New Age, but come from various sources, studies, and tradition. Okay, let's go to invocation. Think of invocation as inviting a divine being into you. It's like you're not forcing anything, you're opening yourself up. Just like Crowley said, it described invocation as welcoming a divine presence into your own mind and body. It's a way to borrow the qualities of a deity or higher spirit like courage, love, wisdom, or protection. And way back in history too, in Western ceremonial magic, people do invocation too to feel unity, guidance, or inspiration from something higher than themselves. Okay, in short, when we say invocation, you're not asking the spirit to appear in front of you. You're asking it to speak through intuition, thoughts, or emotion. Okay, so that you can understand it better. For example, you feel lost, so you will light a candle and you ask some guidance from your goddess or ancestors. In that way, you're inviting her presence inside your consciousness. You're not asking her to appear physically. And after that, you're going to journal your thoughts or to meditate. From that way, the guidance arrive as a clarity, intuition, or insights, not dramatic signs. That is invocation. Okay, let's go to evocation. What is evocation? When we say evocation, it is different. You're not inviting the spirits inside. You're asking the spirits to come into your space, separate from you. Okay, just like you explained, when we say evocation, it means calling a spirit into designated area like circle, triangle, or ritual space outside of your body. It's like you create a boundary to themselves. Okay. Now, what is the purpose of evocation? Okay, the purpose of evocation is usually for communication, asking questions, or negotiating, not joining with the spirit itself. Okay, a good example for here is a magician draws a protective circle, light incense, and asks for protective spirits to appear in front of them. Okay, in that way, they don't emerge with a spirit. They just talk to it like visitors or advisors. In simplest terms, when we say invocation, that is internal. When we say evocation, that is external. And those are the difference between the evocation and invocation. Now, what are the do's and don'ts in invocation and evocation? So let's go to do's. Of course, the first one is be respectful and humble towards spiritual beings. Yeah, okay, this is according to Fortune 2000. Okay, we need to create respect to have safety and stability. Now, just like humans, spiritual beings too are like humans. They deserve respect, honesty, and appreciation. If you don't respect yourself or the world around you, okay, you can try perform invocation or vacation. Let's see, you will feel disconnected or you will feel nothing at all. This is a sign too that you need to work or reflect on yourself. Perhaps the goddess or spirit doesn't trust you enough because you lack of respect for yourself and to others. Okay, next is learn about the deity or spirit first. Of course, we need to know their history, symbols, and cultural meaning. You wouldn't meet someone for the first time and start demanding things, right? Or yeah, are going to start asking for guidance. Of course, we need to treat the spirit or the goddess with the same courtesy. And now the next one is protect yourself. We need to use grounding, cleansing, and ritual circles, especially when performing evocation. That is according to Greer 1996. We need to remember too that boundaries are not fear. They are healthy practices and ensure safety. Okay, and now the last one is give offerings freely, not to buy favors. Okay, a good example for here is for my own experience. My matron deity is Hecate. So way back in history in ancient Greeks, they give offerings to Hecate out of reverence, not control. Offering should come from respect and devotion, not manipulation or expectation. Now, okay, we are done to the do's and let's go to the don't. Okay, the first one is don't command deities as they owe you something. Now, okay, according to Crowley, it warns that forcing or threatening divine beings breaks ritual integrity. That is, come from Crowley 1990. Okay, second one, don't perform rituals while angry, unstable, or intoxicated. Of course, magic requires a clear mind and steady emotions. When you aren't grounded or you are angry, your energy becomes chaotic. Okay, for example, a common situations that I've noticed and encountered in the occult community is when practitioners perform rituals out of anger, seeking revenge because someone hurt them or they are heartbroken. This is wrong. Magic should never be used for selfish revenge. We need to remember that. Okay, and the next one is don't treat spirit as machines or tools. Of course, magical beings respond to respect, not desperation or ego. Just like I mentioned earlier, respect is essential. There is no to act desperate to manifest something. True connection comes from sincerity and integrity. And the last one, don't leave offerings in harmful ways. Food left outside can poison wildlife or pollute the environment. Now, okay, as the practitioners, we need to be responsible for it. Okay, following these do's and don'ts is optional. Some practitioners have no strict rules, and that is okay. But the key is to be responsible when practicing invocation and evocations. And we need to always remember to live with respect, honesty, and truth, because these are the foundation of human decency. Acting in this way will trust you with the higher realms or goddesses, it making it easier for them to guide and assess us in our spiritual journey. So that's it. And these are the reference for today's lecture. And you can read the actual book listed here. And I highly recommend it too. Okay, I hope you learned something valuable from my lecture. And thank you so much for listening.